tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast. Ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
Hi, welcome back to CVC Interviews. My name is Joyce Vaudreuil from Vernon, and today's episode is about CAST, which is a children's theater in Manchester. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here, Donna. We spoke briefly at an event, and Matt, welcome. Donna, what can you tell us about the CAST Children's Theater that's been in Manchester for decades?
Yes, 31 seasons. We started getting organized in the fall of 1987, doing our first summer production in 1988. And we are now working with children that we had their parents in the early 1990s, late 80s. So
I love those full circle stories. Yep. How did you personally get started?
Well, I was a stay-at-home mom with a theater background in dance and voice. And I was helping at the elementary school that my children were attending. The music teacher said to me, what can we do to start like a summer thing for these kids? So I had a lot of contacts. I got some information from people that I had worked with in the past. We had an attorney that volunteered his services. And we were off the ground and running very quickly.
Wow.
Yep.
Excellent. I see you brought Matt with you.
I did.
Matt's a very active member.
He is.
How did you get involved with CAST Theater?
So I was about maybe 6 or 7 years old, and I was originally just signed up for one show that I did with my sister, and it was fun. And then 2 years later, I revisited it, and I just fell in love with performing, and I've just been doing stuff at CAST ever since.
And as a college student, do you do anything with theater still?
Yeah, I actually I study musical theater at the
Nice.
Boston Conservatory. So
Wow. So is that a long drive for you from, was it Western Mass?
No, it's in Boston. It's,
It is in Boston,
It's
okay.
about like an hour and a half away, so it's not too bad.
Excellent. So just to let everybody know, I want to let the viewers know that we had a wonderful performance done by some members of the Cast Children's Theater, and it's all to let you folks know about this wonderful performance of Disney's Beauty and the Beast, and that'll be August 1st and 2nd and August 3rd and 4th. So please visit their webpage, casttheater.org, to purchase tickets or the day of. And Donna, what do you want to tell me about the place you're having this particular performance?
Our summer performances are at Manchester High School at the Bailey Auditorium, which is air conditioned.
Oh.
And we always open the doors an hour ahead of time so people can come in and get a good seat. There's always plenty of seats. It seats about 1,100. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Awesome. So what's your favorite part about the summer programs they have there, Matt?
Well, it's interesting because this is the first time that I've gotten to work as like a staff member in part of the productions, but I guess kind of being behind the scenes and the whole planning of how rehearsal's going to play out, and getting to do character work with a lot of the kids. And
Does your sister still do theater?
no, my sister's more into visual arts.
Oh.
But yeah, she still sings though.
Oh, well, then maybe she'll be in one of the productions.
Who knows?
If you need it. So what is available for people? I know you do this great summer production, but what do kids do for the rest of the year?
well, we start again in September. We have a fall session that ends just before the Christmas holidays, and we perform with 5 different groups of kids. This fall we have for our beginners, which are usually ages 5 to about 12 or 13. They're going to be doing, Aristocats, Disney's Aristocats.
Oh.
Yep. And then the next group up is intermediate to advanced students, and they are ages 8 to 17, and they're going to be doing Guys and Dolls. And
Classic.
then our advanced students are going to be doing Anything Goes. And most of these are abbreviated versions so that they come to us packaged already through the theater company, the libraries that we rent the materials from. And so they're condensed and they're just the right time frame to work with the children in so that they're not overwhelmed. They provide all the music, they provide a CD with the instrumentation, and the kids are just terrific. They really love doing that. In the winter session, we start in January again after the holidays, and we work all the way through the middle of May.
You do have a
We
full
do.
year.
We do.
So is it limited in ages for, what about for us big kids? Do you have anything?
Nothing so much for the big kids. We have in the past had some of the parents and volunteers that have done some shows. We've worked with them, but it's not as frequent. A lot of our students, as they get older, they go to community theaters. Some have worked with Little Theatre of Manchester. Some have worked with Park Playhouse in West Hartford. They're all over the place.
So Matt, are you in touch with any of the students that you had gone to some of those classes with in the summertime?
Oh, definitely. I actually, last year I did Godspell at Little Theatre of Manchester, and I was there with Casey, Tracy, like several people who were in cast.
Alyssa,
Like, you'll see them-
Oriema,
Alyssa.
we have a
You'll
lot of students that just kind of hang out together and get back in touch once they're in community theater. They kind of network. So
It's hard to do a show at a community theater in Connecticut and not find someone who was at one point in cast.
Really? Well, I do know you're a very well-respected organization, and people are thrilled with what you do with the money as a nonprofit. I recently saw a movie that a high school student put on that's now going to some film festivals, and he got some costumes from you.
yes, yeah.
So you are so generous on many levels with your materials.
We try to work with the arts community as a whole, and we have even high schools, middle schools that come to us from as far away as New Haven, Southington. We do let our materials out of the building. So people have been generous to us over the years, and we like to as well, let others share in what we've got. So.
Well, I must thank you for that, because being part of this entertainment industry, it really does help you. These are all your partners. These are all the people you support each other and help each other.
Yes.
And it's a wonderful community here in the Hartford area.
It is.
And though you're based in Manchester, you pull students from everywhere.
We're regional. We have kids this year from the Marlborough area. I think in the past, we've had students that have come to stay with their grandparents over the summer from Pennsylvania, Maryland. I had a cousin's daughter that came 10 years ago from Quebec City. So,
wow.
Yep. And it was a nice experience because her first language wasn't English, so it was a really good experience.
Well, I give that girl credit for showing up.
Yeah.
Not being able to speak the language, but she must have added her flavor to the group that was there that year. Well, I got to tell you, I was thrilled to see that you do a lot of the Disney. Of course, those songs are going through my head already with Beauty and the Beast, and I'm wicked old school, so O'Malley the Alley Cat, one of my favorites. And I'm over there singing Jesus Christ Superstar already. So can people like me get involved and help out with maybe scenery or handing out programs?
Absolutely. We do encourage volunteers. A lot of our parents, grandparents, people that are friends of cast, nobody is ever turned away. We have people that make costumes for us. We have people right now who are building sets at Manchester High School for the next 2 weeks. We have people who will be coming in to help paint and decorate the set. We have people that help us move back and forth between our building and the high school. So, there's a lot to do.
So if someone is, a little busy this summer and can't see it, when does the show when do they perform the show for the fall? Is it right before Christmas, sometime in December?
Yes. The younger students perform the middle 2 weeks in November. And then the older students are right after Thanksgiving up until that week just before Christmas.
So the best way for people to find out is maybe log on to your webpage. I've mentioned that already, thecasttheater.org, and check it out. And also start keeping your ears open, because you never know. You might start seeing the name Cast popping up. Yep. Again, over 30 years you've been doing this. I applaud you for that, because as a teacher, wrangling kids around in an unstructured environment and getting a show out of it, I got to give you credit for that.
Thank you. We're also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So Cast Theater or Cast Children's Theater, it depends on which social media you're on, but you can look for us there as well.
Well, we definitely will. Matt, thank you for coming. Donna, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
LeFou, I'm afraid I've been thinking.
A dangerous pastime.
I know, but that wacky old coot is Belle's father, and his sanity's only so-so. So the wheels in my head have been turning since I looked at that loony old man. See, I promised myself I'd be married to Belle, and right now I'm evolving a plan. If I...
Yes?
Then we...
No, would she?
Guess.
Now I get it.
Let's go. No one plots like Gaston, takes cheap shots like Gaston.
Plans to persecute harmless crackpots like Gaston.
Yes, I'm endlessly, wildly resourceful.
As down to the depths you descend.
I won't even be mildly remorseful.
Just as long as you get what you want in the end.
Who has brains like Gaston?
Entertains like Gaston.
Who can make up these endless refrains like Gaston? So his marriage we soon will be celebrating. My, what a guy, Gaston.
And in my twisted face, there's not the slightest trace of anything that even hints at kindness. And from my tortured shape, no comfort, no escape. I see, but deep within is utter blindness, hopeless, as my dream dies, as the time flies. Love, a lost illusion, helpless, unforgiven, cold and driven to this sad conclusion. No beauty could move me, no goodness improve me, no power on earth if I can't love her. No passion could reach me, no lesson could teach me how I could have loved her and make her love me too. If I can't love her, then who? Long ago I should have seen all the things I could have been. Careless and unthinking, I moved onward. No pain could be deeper, no life could be cheaper, no point anymore if I can't love her. No spirit could win me, no hope left within me. Hope I could have loved her and that she'd set me free. But it's not to be if I can't love her. let the world be done with me.
There's a danger I'll be thwarted and denied my honeymoon. For the pretty thing I've courted refuses to swoon. So the time has come for a murky plan, for which I turn to a murky man.
To find that fiend,
We're better than the Maison de Lune. I don't take this girl for granted. There's no path I haven't hewn. To her heart, no seed unplanted, no flowers unstrewn. But quite amazing to relate, she doesn't want me for her mate,
which forces him to contemplate
the Maison de Lune.
I don't wish to seem a obtuse, but I don't see how I can be of use. For I lock people up, I'm not a lonely hearts club. I'm a cold, cold fish, a nasty, vicious streak.
Please speak.
It's Belle's father who's your client. She adores the old buffoon. She'll be forced to be compliant.
She'll dance to your tune.
You get the daughter through her dad. You just pronounce the old boy mad.
And whoosh, she slammed up in your pad. The Maison de.
Do I make myself entirely clear?
It's the simplest deal of my whole foul career.
Put Maurice away and she'll be there in moments. In a dreadful state, she'll capitulate to me.
Oh, I'll be strapping up an inmate
Very tightly.
Very soon.
But please don't bring him in late. Our check-in time's noon.
So wave one bachelor goodbye.
She'll be my bride.
She'd rather die than have her daddy
Ossify in my sordid saloon.
So book the church, raise glasses high
To the
Maison de
Lune.
Thank you very much for joining us again for CVC interviews. And if you too have an idea for a show or someone you'd like to interview, just send Melanie an email. I'd love to talk to the people you know in our area. Thank you and hope to see you soon. Goodbye.